Well, I'm back one more time. I'm usually Amazon live at 5:55 p.m. Central Time every day, almost every day. I try the best I can to try to be live at 5:55, but it doesn't happen every day, but pretty much every day. Of course, sometimes you lock yourself out of your account. You can't get back in time. That happens. Sometimes the internet goes down. Sometimes you run into a family emergency. All kinds of stuff happens at 5:55. But most of the time, I'm Amazon Live at 5:55. Sometimes I'm even later, sometimes early. Hey, but if you can, why don't you go ahead and hit that follow button and you could be alerted when I go live. Now, everything I talk about is pretty much all food. It's all food content, but it's all mixed with a lot of different things that people buy on Amazon. Man, I found out real quick. It's not just food they buy on Amazon. They buy a whole bunch of different stuff. So anyway, hey, tomorrow is national. Tomorrow is national. Let's see. It is National Fudge Day. We just had a fudge day the other day, but we got another fudge day. So I went ahead and did a poll on LinkedIn. I have like 11,400 connections on LinkedIn. I've got about 70,700 followers on LinkedIn. I always publish food content, always food content, pretty much all food content. I do a little bit about the Fitbit, of course, a little bit about Fitbit, but mostly food content and maybe a little bit about social media, a few things here or there, but pretty much all the time food content. And it's all about manufacturers that make stuff in the USA. One of the 50 states. And on LinkedIn, I have 50 different showcase pages on product that's made in 50 states. And I'm going to do the same thing in my store on Amazon. The deal is the majority of my time has been spent on refrigerated and frozen. But now I have to concentrate more on shelf-stable stuff that's shipped from Amazon. But give me some time. I'll get it done. I've accomplished a good bit since last month on Amazon, but I've been on LinkedIn for 12 years, and I've been working quite hard. So I'm taking the stuff that I learned from LinkedIn and kind of moving it on to Amazon. So right now I'm publishing. At first I stayed on Amazon the first month, and then now I'm kind of spreading things around to LinkedIn and Facebook and YouTube. And then Amazon, trying to spread it around, just trying to get things established on Amazon. It takes a good bit of work to get going. So I'll get my follower counts up later down the road. All right, let's see. This particular poll has been viewed by 2,000 people, and people that wanted to voted. And when it was all said and done, the most popular fudge. And the votes pretty much come in from the USA, probably pretty much 95%, approximately at least 90% USA. But out of the votes, number one fudge was chocolate fudge. Chocolate fudge, 54% of the vote, followed by peanut butter fudge, 23%. And maple and vanilla were a tie for third place at 12% and 12%. All right, let's see what else poll I got. I got another poll here somewhere. Let's see. I'm going back. All right, jerky. National Jerky Day was a few days ago. In fact, 3 or 4 days ago. I asked the question, what's your favorite kind of jerky? Is it original, teriyaki, peppered, or sweet? And the poll's still going on, but when it was all said and done, number one answer was original. Now I'd go with teriyaki. I'm voting on the second part. I'm at teriyaki. That's 28%. Third place was peppered. So it was pretty close. Second and third was close, with peppered taking third place at 25%. Sweet was down at 5%. So teriyaki ended up getting all the vote there, including mine. All right, that was the beef jerky poll. Then before that, it was National Egg Roll Day. National Egg Roll Day. What's your favorite egg roll? Pork, shrimp, chicken, or veggie? when it was all said and done. This one's still going on. The poll still getting votes on this poll. When it was all said and done, pork came out first place, 33%. Shrimp came out second and 25%. Chicken was third. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoa. Wait a minute. I got to run that one back again. Pork was first place. Veggie was second place at 27%, followed by shrimp in third place. Third place? Well, anyway, you know what I voted for, shrimp. And chicken was in last place at 15%. Chicken does real well in a lot of categories, but it didn't do well in this category. A few days ago, it was National Iced Tea Day. That was on the 10th. That was June 10th. It was a hot day then, and it's a hot day now. It's really hot all over the country. And let's see what we got. I did a poll, and I asked, what's your favorite tea? And I knew what the answer would probably be, and that's what it was. Sweetened iced tea was number one answer, 34%, followed by green tea at 31%. Followed by third was unsweetened tea at 27%. So it's pretty close, I tell you. Green tea, sweetened tea, unsweetened. That's all pretty close, really close. Followed by black tea, which took fourth place, way down the road. All right, let's see. I'm going a little further. By the way, I had Michelle Mazzara here the other day. She's got a company called Love a Foodie, and she's got tea and grilling seasoning for the grill. And she was my guest on, let's see, one of the days last week. And then I also had Matthew from Lucy's Hoopy Pies, and he's going to have some shelf-stable pies coming up, and as soon as that happens, we'll be probably talking about it on Amazon Live at 5:55. I'm anxious to see what the deal is. I've been working with him for a while, and he's been doing a good job growing, so I'm really happy about that. But later down the road, I'm going to have Marlo Anderson. He's the guy from National Day Calendar. That's where I get all these holidays from. He's got a whole bunch of holidays up his sleeve. There's a lot of crazy ones too. But I kind of get associated with the food ones. So he's going to be my guest. So he's got a whole bunch of stories up his sleeve. So we'll see what that is. That'll be down the road. As soon as I get that hooked up, I will let you know. Hey, what about National Donut Day? National Gingerbread Day was the other day. But what about Donut Day? What's your favorite donut? Let's see. The poll is closed now. What's your favorite donut? Chocolate-covered glazed donuts, plain glazed donuts, cake donuts, or beignets? Now, I know it's a national poll. If it was a local poll, beignets would have done really, really well. But it was a national poll, kind of, with a few international votes. But when it was all said and done, number one answer was chocolate-covered glazed donuts at 39%. Plain glazed was right behind at 31%. Followed by cake donuts at 19%, and beignets took last place at 11%. All right, let me see. Let me go and make sure I'm connected. Yeah, that I got. Okay, let's see. Good evening. What is the inverter? Can it run a refrigerator, freezer? What is the noise level? Hey, Johnny, I'm sorry. I wish I can answer that one. I don't know what the noise level is there, but I mean that's a pretty powerful piece of equipment. I wish I know. I threw it in there. I wish I knew the answer there, but I'll dig into that a lot more. But all these generators really come in handy with hurricane season. I live right in, I have a house in New Orleans and I have one in Gulfport, and between the two, they're both in hurricane territory. So you kind of pay attention to a lot of the different things that are involving hurricanes, and then that's what I kind of talk about a lot of times. Right now, if you're here and you're listening to the news from WWL or WDSU or WVU in New Orleans, and they're talking about hurricane, almost 24/7, all the time. They're talking about it. And the deal is, we had one of the most active hurricane seasons last year. In fact, the last hurricane pretty much hit my house in Metairie, Louisiana, and then came out to Gulfport and hit this one. Took out the shingles from the roof. I thought the shingles belonged to somebody else, but come to find out, they were mine. I couldn't tell the difference between all the different colored shingles. I can't tell, but anyway, they were mine. It took a while, but we finally got a new roof just in time for another hurricane season. There's still parts of the house that still have to be put together, but that'll happen within time. Yeah. So the deal is, I put in the carousel down here. I went ahead and put some pretty interesting chopping boards. They could also be used for serving foods for a party. They could also be put on the wall for a map, just to have a map on the wall. I went ahead and put the Louisiana one, the California one, and the Texas one. And one of the reasons I put Louisiana, because Louisiana, of course, that's where I'm from, and there's a lot of interesting things that happen there. Between the coffee and the shrimp and the crawfish and the pralines and the donuts and all the other things that they actually produce here. But when it comes to food production, you talk about two states that put a lot of stuff out, and that's Texas and California. So I figured, well, let me go ahead and pull those maps up. This particular company, this Bamboo Company, actually makes 50 different state chopping boards, which is pretty interesting. They do one for each state. So I just figured I'd go ahead and put that there. Yeah. Okay, and yesterday was National Flag Day. So it was a good day to buy a flag, of course, to get ready for 4th of July, and that's only a few weeks away. That'll be here before you know it. Flag looks pretty good. It's a 3x5 foot flag. It's got a 5-star rating, 4.9, 4.8, something like that, with 14,198 reviews. So that kind of does the trick there. When it comes to holidays during the summertime, one of the best things that you can do is put some ribs on the grill. Go ahead and smoke them. And one of the most popular grills that you can get, or slash smoker, or whatever you want to call it, is a Traeger grill. You could get all the wood pellets from Amazon. You could have that delivered to your house. You never have to worry. You don't have to go looking for your favorite one. You can order it and have it delivered. That's a good thing. So what I put was I put the Traeger grill. That's extremely popular, and I went ahead and put the wood pellets there. You could click the wood pellets there, and it'll bring you to the rest of the ones. So whatever flavor, whatever type of wood that you want to burn and smoke, you could go ahead and get that. Hey, I went ahead. One thing when you start out, when you first get married, you get you a grill and you're cooking, right? And then you're always saying to yourself, man, I wish I could get a better one. And as time goes by, you get a better one, you get a different one. You hope that it lasts forever, but it rusts and it falls apart eventually, whatever. And then you get another one, and next thing you know, you're 60 years old. Well, in my case, I was almost 60 years old. And I always wanted a Weber grill, because a Weber grill is, man, that's a nice grill, no doubt. So at 57, I decided, hey, you know what? We're going to go ahead and get one. So we got one, and we got the deal where you could hook the natural gas to the grill. So you never have to worry about going and get the propane. So that's a great thing. But sometimes good things, you got to wait a while. But as far as that particular grill, you can put that on your wish list. Because I think we had that on the wish list like forever. We wanted that a long time ago. But back in the day when we first got married, our house didn't have gas. So guess what? If you don't have gas, you can't get a grill like that. So we went through quite a few years. Hurricane Katrina came and turned everything upside down. we went ahead and rebuilt the house and all that kind of stuff. And then later down the road, we ended up getting a place in Gulfport. And guess what? The house in Gulfport had gas. Wow, that's awesome. Fantastic. So we kind of put that on our wish list again. Man, we got gas now. All we need is a grill. So we put that on the wish list. And I don't know, 7 years later, 7 years later, we end up getting our Weber grill. So that's a pretty good grill. You can go ahead and click that in the carousel, and it's going to bring you to other Weber grills that are out there. Some much more affordable, some more expensive. They have several grills that came out this year that are new, and you might want to take a look at some of them. I was looking through some of the most sold items on Amazon, the best sellers, the top 100 on, I think it was outdoor category or something like that. The number one item in the outdoor category was this Weber grill. This particular one here, the one that's $219 with the 5-star rating. 4,550 people reviewed it and came out with a 5-star. So it's got to be good, but it's a grill that you could bring anywhere. You could bring it to the park. You could bring it to the mountains. You could bring it to the beach. You could bring it to somebody's house. Or you could have it at home. But for $219, it's a pretty good grill. Weber has a very good reputation. Pretty awesome reputation. Anytime you can get a bunch of 5-star ratings on a bunch of different merchandise, that means that brand is strong. They're doing okay. So since it was ranked number one out of 100 different items, and remember, that's the top 100. There's a whole bunch of more items that are out there. But that's the one that's was way up on top of the list. So I just kind of found it and put it out there just in case. I got a coffee machine that's got the grinder. It's a Breville. First time I put it up on the carousel, I was wondering, okay, well, that's $299. That's a pretty expensive coffee machine. So I was wondering, I wonder if anybody's going to buy that particular one on that particular day that I set it out there. And anyway, what happened was I didn't sell a coffee machine, but I sold a $399 air fryer. So that's how it goes. You just never know what somebody's looking for. Sometimes they're looking for, I show a coffee machine, they buy a different coffee machine, but they still buy a coffee machine. Or they look at the fact that I got a Breville and say, I'd like to get another item that's made by Breville, but I don't need a coffee machine, but I need an air fryer. So that's what happens. So the deal with Amazon, it's all about trying to get the ideas of thinking about what you could go look for, because there's millions and millions of items, in stock, millions and millions. It takes a long time to go through all that for sure. Hey, I went ahead and put the Community Coffee. Community Coffee is a huge coffee brand in Louisiana. I remember I started working for Winn-Dixie in 1976, and I remember Community. I remember I was working in must have been around 1979 or 1980, and they started making those bricks, where they suck all the air out, make a brick. I was at one of the stores when that came in. All the guys that were working there were like, what is this? Because before then, they didn't have that. They didn't have those bricks. So I was there when that came out. But anyway, all the years that I worked in the grocery trade, I always paid attention to what was going on in the coffee section. And all I can tell you is that, man, they sell a lot of Community Coffee. In fact, I stopped at the Louisiana Welcome Center, the one coming from Mississippi into Louisiana. They used to always welcome guests to the state with a cup of Community Coffee. And they had the stuff to go with it, the creamer, the sweetener, and all the stuff. I'll set you up, a complimentary cup of coffee. Unfortunately, COVID's got it shut down for now, but I would imagine it's going to be coming back soon. So you get so if you're coming from the east and heading into Louisiana, go ahead and stop at the, well, we got to wait till they start serving again. So that's going to happen pretty soon. But Community Coffee is the coffee that they serve at the Louisiana Welcome Center. They used to call it the state coffee. I don't know if they still call it that, but it probably pretty much is. They roast the coffee in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and that's the state capital. But down in New Orleans, they have a company called French Market Coffee. That coffee's been around for a long time, like over 125 years, maybe 130. I know it's at least 125 years. One thing about the coffee business, there's a lot of people that, like me, that are older than me, that might be 70 or 80, and they've been buying coffee for a long time. And guess what? They bought it in a can way back in the day, and they still buy it in the can, and it's still French Market Coffee. So some people, when it comes to coffee, when you get them to buy a particular thing when they're young, they just buy it their whole life. But then you got other people that just want to try every coffee that's made all over the country. They just want to try everything. So that's the two different coffee makers that you have, coffee drinkers that you have. The one that wants to try everything, and the one that wants the same thing he tried 50 years ago. I spent most of all my time in Louisiana, and the one thing I can tell you, when we're not making gumbo and we're not making jambalaya, we're probably making red beans and rice. And the red beans that you use in Louisiana is Camellia brand. Talk about a very well-known brand in Louisiana. Everywhere you go, it's Camellia. Camellia is the brand. In fact, it's right here. I got it. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Right here, Camellia brand. I got the 1 pound bag. I got it right now. My wife hasn't opened it yet. As soon as she opens it, I won't have my prop. I got to stretch to get it. I got the black beans too. I got married back in 1984 to a Venezuelan, and Venezuelans like black beans. Cajuns like white beans. People from New Orleans like red beans. But the main thing is that between my wife and I, we and my son, whatever, we eat red beans, white beans, pinto bean, you name it, whatever bean, we eat all of them. It's a good item to eat. You always try to eat healthy if you can, if that's possible. And by eating beans, you're getting a bunch of vitamins and minerals, and you're getting fiber. You're getting soluble fiber. That's good that's heart healthy. That's really good. Hey, I got something. I just happen to have it on my desk. I got some Sun Chips. Sun Chips are, a step in the right direction. Regular chips taste pretty good, but Sun Chips, they cut a little bit of the fat out, and that's making a little progress. Hey, if it's not the cheddar one, the one that I like is the French onion. Let's see. That's French onion? Yep, French onion. The French onion chips. So it's all about making steps in the right direction. Hey, look, eating. Hey, look, I went to a show and I got me a little pistachio. I've been to food shows all over the country. The first show I ever went to was a snack show in 1981. 1981. That's 40 years ago. That's a long time. I really enjoy going to shows. I've been to shows all over, from California to Boston. And the thing is, what I try to do is I try to get there early so that I can walk around and meet as many people as I can, and to see what's going on, what's coming out new. Well, the Sweets and Snacks show is coming up right around the corner. It's like next week. It's the first major food show in like 15 months. All the other food shows got canceled. Some had to get canceled 2 years in a row, and that's horrible. The National Restaurant Show got canceled 2 weeks ago. It was supposed to be in Chicago. But the thing is, the food, the food service business has to get back on track, has to really get back on track as fast as possible. And having the show would have been a good thing, but unfortunately it didn't work. But the Sweets and Snacks show is going to be in Indianapolis, Indiana. And you're going to have companies from all over the world coming in. And you're going to have buyers from all over the country attending that show looking for the next big thing. Believe me, there's a bunch of innovation. I know there's a bunch of innovation that's happened during COVID. So we're going to see a lot of different things that we didn't see before very shortly. Because usually you show it at the show, and next thing you know, you're going to find it in a store near you, or you're going to find it at Amazon. As soon as it becomes available, I'll probably be talking about it, anything that I find. So let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Hope I didn't lose anybody here. Let's see. Yep. Oh man, I thought I lost. Yeah, I thought I lost my audience, but I guess I didn't. Hey, Brianne, how you doing? How's it going? Johnny E, okay, thanks. I am too, trying to get prepared. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Johnny, where do you live? What state do you live in? Yeah, if you live in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, yeah, we get the hit first. We get the hit first, but hey, it's not just us. We might get the hit and we might get the bad stuff, but man, that bad weather goes up the coast and it inconveniences a lot of places around the country. So you just never know who's going to get it. But we get the hit first, so we got to get ready for it. But yeah, it's so stressful hearing about the hurricane all day long and about all the damage it does and that kind of stuff. I'm just talking about being prepared. Hey, by the way, hey, look, I found some I always talk about the Fitbit and how I lost 51 pounds in 17 weeks. I talk about that all the time, but I also talk about healthy snacks. Eating a little bit healthier. Well, let me show you this one first. I'll show you this one. This is the oats and chocolate. This is from Fiber One, General Mills. General Mills is a big company. The thing is, we got to get 25 or 30 grams of fiber a day, but most people don't get there. And I sure wouldn't get there if I didn't have help, because I'm not a vegetarian guy. I'm not eating salads and I'm not drinking green smoothies. So I eat one of these every day. That gets me 9 grams. If I eat 2, that's 18. But later on down the road, just a couple of years ago or a year ago, they came out with this one. Man, this thing's awesome. This is a chocolate caramel protein bar that just happens to be full of fiber. 8 grams of fiber. With 2 of these, this is like eating a candy bar for breakfast, almost. Of course, I'd rather a Snickers bar or Baby Ruth or Payday or something like that. But this will do. This works. This gets the fiber. Candy bar. I don't think the doctor wants me eating a Snickers bar for breakfast. Or a Twix. How about a Twix? Milky Way, whatever. But anyway, that's not the case. So anyway, if you pick up bars like this and you have it for the hurricane, at least when your electricity goes out, which mine did the last storm that came through, Hurricane Zeta, knocked out my electricity for 50 hours. Mississippi Power and Light did a good job to get back on track. They got help from electric companies from all over the country. That's how it works on these natural disasters. You got to get help from everybody, and that's what happens. So I know that the trucks that were in my front yard that really got us hooked up was from Missouri. So hats off to Missouri. Hey, this is another bar that's pretty good. If you look at the bar section, top 100 snacks or whatever, this is like top of the charts. Quest. It's got 21 grams of protein and 14 grams of fiber. Yeah, this has got 14 grams of fiber. This one right here, cookies and cream. Cookies and cream, it's got 21 grams of protein and 15 grams of fiber. At least if you eat this, you're halfway there to the 25 or 30 grams of fiber that you need on a daily basis. So if you have this as part of your hurricane shelter food, this is a good thing to have. Guess what? Once the storm's in, you don't get to go do your shopping. You have what you have at that particular time. So it's good to have those kind of things. Not only are they healthy, but some of them taste pretty good. They're really good. They work. Hey, one thing I did see, this is not the the eating a healthier deal or whatever, but this is not bad. This is not bad. This is a nut bar that has cashews, almonds, walnuts, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, and dark chocolate, and it just happens to be good. Unfortunately, it has 190 calories, but it's good. It's really good. It's a members mark. It's delivered under $1 a piece. So this is good. I'm telling you, this is real good. No joke. I eat a couple of these. I eat 1 or 2 a day. Sometimes I eat 3. I hate to have 570 calories, but they're good calories. You really enjoy them. You got to decide what you want, Do you want to eat that sandwich? Do you want to eat that bowl of beans? Do you want some ribs? Do you want chicken? You got to think it all out. And sometimes I go for hey man, I wouldn't mind 3 of those nut bars, because at least that's some good fat. It's got fat and it's got calories, but it's good fat. That's better than Popeye's fried chicken. But I love Popeye's fried chicken. We do down in Louisiana. At one time back in the day when they had this thing called a phone book, when you looked up Popeye's fried chicken, you had 52 Popeyes in New Orleans, but you only had 2 KFCs. Can you believe that? That's how big we were on Popeyes in Louisiana. Copeland, what's his name? Copeland. He had a lot of stuff going on in Metairie where I live, and he was very active in the Mardi Gras parades and stuff like that. And he had his big boat, he did the racing and stuff. He was something else. But he had some chicken. He had some good chicken, because we definitely love that chicken from Popeyes. Without a doubt, that's definite. Yeah. So, all right. So I got the bamboo thing from Louisiana. I'm gonna jump on over to California. California's got a lot of food manufacturers that are pretty awesome. Of course, they don't have to worry about the hurricane coming in, but they got their share of natural disasters that they got to prepare for. So generators definitely come in handy if you could have one. That's definitely a good thing to put on the wish list. Texas, I went ahead and put Texas in there too. Texas is another place where there's a whole bunch of food manufacturers. My favorite one, I gotta say, well, I tell you what, another one that's out there, Wright Bacon. They make Wright Bacon. If you ever had Wright Bacon, the thick bacon, I learned late in life that, man, thick bacon is awesome. Thick bacon's the way to go. Not the thin bacon, the thick bacon. But that plant's in Texas. But what I talk about all the time is the Bluebell plant. The Bluebell ice cream plant's in Brenham, Texas. I brought my kids to go there to see that. It was one of the hottest days in Texas one summer, and we went to the ice cream plant. That's where you want to be on the hottest day of the summer. And then after that, we got some ice cream. And I thought that chocolate chip cookie dough would be my favorite ice cream for life. But I found out when I was at the place that pecans, pralines, and cream is the best one. Man, that's a good one. Now, that was 15 years ago, and that's still my favorite flavor. If you ever get a chance to try that, pecans, pralines, and cream, it's awesome. Fantastic. Okay, I got my flag there. Got my smoker. Man, the price of beef, the beef's taken off. Everything's out of line. It's crazy. The food service operators are trying to, it's competing with the retailers, competing for the protein. If you want to save money, you can't buy what everybody wants to buy. If you're buying what everybody wants to buy, you're going to pay quite a bit of money for it. One thing I saw that was pretty reasonable lately was the price of chicken. Whole chickens were holding up pretty well. They were inexpensive. I hear that chicken wings are out of sight. Chicken wings are tough. But you see what's happening is that all the things that restaurants used to do, when the restaurants closed, people started doing at the house. So now we're competing against doing product at the house, and then the restaurants are trying to do the same thing, and they're all fighting over inventory. That's all going to balance out after a while. But for now, it's a little upsetting, that things are just completely out of sight. But anyway, you could put hamburgers and chicken on the grill, smoke that. That'll work. You got the hey Corey, thanks so much for following. I could use all the followers I can get. I appreciate each and every one. All I do is talk about food. That's what I do. I talk about a few other things because Amazon just happens to have millions and millions of items, and it's all not food. So food is the main thing, and then we talk about a few other things. Hey, don't you need? I think you have to say you need a smoker or a grill to cook the food in the first place. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm a little sidetracked, kind of a little bit on the side there. Later on down the road, when I get into the weeds with the weed eater, well, that's not. I don't know how to. All I can say is that if you're in the weeds and you're knocking the weeds down with a weed eater, you wouldn't believe all the weed eaters I'm selling. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. Number one item that's selling is the Works. I'll get to it. It's in the carousel. It's in the carousel. I'll put the best selling one that I have. I started talking about Black & Decker ones, but it's the Black & Decker one does well, but not as good as that Works item. And I'll get to it when I get to it. It's coming up soon, probably. Hey, look, I got the Weber grill. That's the number one thing on the list as far as outdoor equipment that, on Amazon. So you can't go wrong there. Let's see. Hey, some kind of way I kind of backed up there. Whoa, watch out. All right. Let me go ahead and I'm jumping to the beans. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go, let's see what I got here. Amazon Live. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to my site. And I'm going to go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and show the red bean video. If you go to my website, www.madeinusafoods.us, you'll see all the ways to get back to the Amazon. Yeah, I got all kinds of ways to get to Amazon for sure. And then what I'll do is I'll share this. Go ahead and hit this. I got the StreamYard's a great platform. If you do any live streaming, StreamYard's the way to go. It's very easy to operate. I need something easy. It's got to be easy for me. Got to be. That's the only way I can do this. If you make it difficult, that's rough. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go. Yeah, so if you're on my website, www.madeinusafoods.us or madeinusafoods.com, you'll look on the top bar. If you hit this purple bar, you'll go to Amazon. If you hit this bar, you'll go to Amazon. If you go here, you go to the store. If you hit here, you go to the live stream. And then down here, I got a bunch of things from Amazon. Yeah, a bunch of things. So you can catch it on my store or you can catch it on my website. Both ways. The one thing that's good about this, you can see all the protein bars that I talk about. Hey, look, you could go to the store and find the chocolate caramel one. You might be able to find that one. But you don't even know about the other ones, and the other ones are pretty good. And the deal is that's what you can get on Amazon. You can find so many different items that you'll never find in the store because the stores are always going to carry the ones that sell the best. So if you like the one that's ranked number 7 or number 10, you're probably never going to see it. Now, it might be in a store somewhere in the country, but it ain't where you live. It's somewhere else. But on Amazon, you can find it. So there's a lot of good stuff that you would really love if you find it. That's what it's all about. You won't find it in your town because it does not sell there, but you can find it on Amazon. And I'm kind of trying to find all those different things. Look, I was just getting ready to talk about Camellia red beans. Camellia red beans are when we're not doing the gumbo and the jambalaya, we're doing red beans and rice on Monday, usually. And that's good because we probably didn't eat that good during the weekend. We probably ate things that got us into a little trouble. Like fried chicken and pizza and, hamburgers, those kind of things. Well, then when you get to Monday, you eat a little better because you eat some red beans and rice. And we have a bunch of sausage manufacturers in Louisiana. We got Sawa. We got Richards. We got Chisasi. We got Double D. We even have some Zatarain's. So we use different sausage to make the red beans. But if you're in another part of the country, that's fine. There's a bunch of sausage all over the country that you could use. It's catered to your taste over there anyway, probably. Because everybody eats different around the country. Sometimes they eat the same, but a lot of times they eat different. So here's a great, awesome, super fantastic video that Camellia brand made with the Instapot. And the Instapot is a great item, But anyway, this video has been seen by millions of people. And I'm serious. Millions of people have seen this video. So I'm going to go ahead and play it for you. Because you can make red beans and rice just like this, no matter where you live in the country. and I'm sure you can find the sausage. Man, I'm not. If I'm going to eat beans, I need some sausage. So here we go. Here we go. All right, got to put the sausage in there. Andouille works well too. Zatarain's has an andouille. We just have so much sausage to go with. Hey, if you have a food processor, you could cut up all that stuff pretty good. I like it pulverized. I don't like no big pieces of onion. I like the little pieces. Go ahead and put the red beans in. And the sausage. Don't forget that. And put a lot of sausage. There you go. And you always got to put that bay leaf in there. Looks like we're ready to roll. You can do that. That's easy. That works. And it come out the same way anywhere in the country. That's what I'm talking about. All right. There we go. We're eating. That's how we eat. That's New Orleans on a Monday. Eating our red beans and rice. I got another one too. Look, I got a bunch of food videos local from Louisiana on my website. But I'm going down to the other red bean. Got another red bean video. It hasn't been seen by millions of people, but it's been seen by a bunch. But it's a pretty good video too. So I'm going to go ahead and play this one. Here we go. Camellia red beans and rice with a piece of cornbread. Hey, look at that fried chicken in the bag. That's good. Yeah. All right, here we go. That's looking good. Looking good. There we go. All right. Yeah, I like the background. That background on the table looks good. Looks real good. All right. Almost finished. Looking good. All right. There's the cornbread. Yeah, unfortunately, later in my life, I eat red beans with a little rice. I like a lot of rice, but I unfortunately got to eat a little rice. So that's what I do there. Now, shrimp season is getting ready to happen in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. And you can do white beans with shrimp. And here's another little video on how to do some white beans and shrimp. Especially if the shrimp come from the Gulf of Mexico. Here you go. White beans and shrimp. We eat shrimp with everything. Don't forget the cayenne pepper. Great Northern. They do the Great Northern, not the Navy bean in this video. All right, you put the heavy cream. Look at them shrimp. The shrimp look good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man, that looks good. Hey, if anybody's cooking that, let me know. That works. Yeah, I go to the Hard Rock Casino in Biloxi, Mississippi, and there's a bunch of shrimp boats behind the garage, by the parking garage, and you can pick up your shrimp, and that's gonna be soon, real soon. Hopefully they have a real good season, and we can pick up some shrimp for a good price. Because I like to eat them boiled, fried, and beans, whatever. I eat them in grits. I eat them in oatmeal. I eat them. There's just so many things to do with shrimp. Shrimp, anything works. Okay, let's see. I guess I guess what I'm going to do, since I'm already on the website, how about if I just go ahead and play this? Like I said earlier today, if we're not eating gumbo and we're not eating jambalaya, we might be eating a fried shrimp po' boy. And Blue Plate Mayo did this video, and it's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and show this one right now. All right, Blue Plate fried shrimp po' boy, New Orleans style. Here you go. Now that's looking good. Don't forget the cayenne. Nothing like fried shrimp. Right. Getting the bread ready. French bread. That's what we eat down here. Look at them shrimp. Look how many they put on there. That's good. That's a good sandwich. That works. That's what you call dressed. It's loaded. That sandwich is loaded. All right, there we go. And here's the other one. Here's the other one now I'm going to do. This is another one done by Blue Plate. Blue Plate's owned by Riley Foods out of New Orleans. It's a family-owned operation. It's not a Fortune 500 brand. It's a family brand. And I love the music in this one. They did a good job putting this together. This is a new one. This is a new video I just got a hold of. And as soon as I got it, I said, I'm putting it on my website because it's that good. Especially if you like crawfish. You know, if you like crawfish, you're definitely going to love this video. Here we go, Blue Plate. Now, the thing is, New Orleans Hamburger and Seafood. What I'm saying. The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival. They've been going on for a long time, and you know, people from all over the world end up over there, and they do a crawfish bread out there that's pretty popular. Well, this is not exactly the same thing, but this is good. Look, you're gonna see when you see it being made, you're gonna say, "Wow, I wish I had one of those slices." Here you go, crawfish bread. Good. Man, that's a lot of crawfish. Oh, they got some cheese in there too. Wow. Now that's good. Putting it in the oven. Now that sandwich is going to be disappearing pretty quick. That won't last long. That's it. Oh, that's the end of that. And there's only going to be one more video on this this website. It's so hot out there, and one of the favorite drinks of a lot of people around the country is iced tea. Cold iced tea. It was National Iced Tea Day just on the 10th of June, which is just a few days ago. And here's a video where they're making iced tea, and she knows how to do this. So why don't I just let her do it? Let her take care of this situation, and see if you notice her strong Southern accent. Okay. Take it away. Here we go. Louisiana iced tea from the Riley Foods Company out of Louisiana.
Hey, I'm Christy Jordan of SouthernPlate.com. My family's lived in Alabama for the past 9 generations, and today I'm going to show you how we make our sweet tea. Southerners are known for our sweet tea, and with very good reason. We drink it all day long. But you just about got to have a nice glass of iced tea to get you through our summers down here. To start with, all we're going to need is some tea bags, some sugar or whatever sweetener you use, and some water. Then we're just going to use a plain old pot. I'm using Louisiana tea bags. They have a really good southern flavor to them. It's that perfect sweet tea flavor. But you can pick up another brand if you can't find these. Just look for Orange Pekoe, which is a nice black tea. And if you look, even this is specially blended for iced tea. On the signs it says ingredients, Orange Pekoe, Pekoe cut black teas. That's what we're looking for. So I'm going to show you how to make 2 quarts. Normally I make a gallon, but I realize that some people may not go through as much tea as we do. So I'll just show you how to make 2 quarts here. We're going to take 5 of these regular sized tea bags, and I'm just pulling off the little tags, and I'm going to put the bag string and all, just toss it into my pot here. Okay, now I've got, oh, this smells good. I love the smell of tea. We have 5 in here. Now I'm just going to pour a little water. And you know, there's not a certain recipe. Just pour 2 or 3 cups of water, be fine. If you pour 4 cups, that's fine. We just want to get some water for our tea to boil in. I'm going to put this on my eye and put it on medium to medium high heat. What you want to do is bring that to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we're ready to make our tea. Alrighty, our tea is all done. What I did is I just brought it just to a boil and then I removed it from the eye. Now I'm ready to make my tea. But if you want a stronger tea, you can let it sit in that pot and steep for a little bit longer. And if you'd like a little weaker tea, just don't use 5 tea bags. Use 4 tea bags or 3 tea bags. This is really something that you need to play with to suit to your personal taste. It's very much the same when it comes to sweetener. I'm going to use 3/4 of a cup of sugar for a 2-quart thing of tea. Some people use a lot more, especially restaurants. So you might want it a little bit sweeter. Then again, you might decide that a 1/2 cup is good for you. So really take this recipe and play with it until you get the perfect blend of sweet and strong for your tea. Today I'm showing you how I do it at my house. Now, anytime somebody tells me that they just can't make good tea, it turns out they're always doing the one thing wrong. Everybody does the same thing. You add your sugar to your hot tea. This is a bad idea because it scorches your tea and it gives your tea a very bitter taste. And we don't want that. We want a nice smooth glass of tea. So what I'm going to do to prevent that is I always add some cold water to my pitcher beforehand, and then I add my sugar to the water itself. Then I go ahead and give that a stir once I pour in my hot tea. It's still plenty warm enough to dissolve the sugar, but it's not going to scorch it and give you that bitter taste. You're going to have a nice smooth, mellow tea that we want. So right at this point, you would add your sugar, 3/4 of a cup. I actually don't use sugar in my tea. I use either Splenda or Ideal. Ideal is my favorite because it tastes just like real sugar to me, but you can't actually get it where I live, so it's kind of expensive for me. I'm going to use it today though, because it's a special treat, right? Most of the time I use Splenda, or actually a generic version of Splenda. Ain't no shame in my game. The cheaper the better. So I'm going to use Ideal, and I use the exact same amount that I do when I use sugar. I'm adding about 3/4 of a cup. Put that in there, and I'll give it a little bit of a stir. And now I'm going to add my tea. And I've got my tea bag still in here. I'm just going to be careful not to touch the pot to the glass. This isn't a tempered glass jug here, so another reason why we don't want to add hot tea directly to the jug. I'll use my spoon to help push those tea bags back. See, doesn't it look wonderful already? Okay, perfect tea. And now, of course, give that another stir. And then we're just going to pour it over ice. See how easy that was? All you need for 2 quarts, 5 tea bags, Orange Pekoe tea, 3/4 a cup of sugar. Boil your tea bags, bring it just to a boil, pour a little water over them, bring it just to a boil, remove it from the eye. Fill up your jug about halfway with cold water, add your 3/4 a cup of sugar, and then pour your tea into it. Pour it over ice. We have perfect iced tea. That's just how I like it. If you like it a little sweeter, add a little more sugar. If you like it a little weaker, use 1 less tea bag. Just play with it. Just remember the tips and the little tricks that I taught you today. And most importantly, enjoy a nice glass of iced tea with your family this summer. I'll see you soon on southernplate.com. Bye-bye.
Well, there you go. She's got a much stronger Southern accent than I do. Yeah, let's see. Hold on just a second there. Okay. Yeah, the deal is back in the 60s, early 60s, I lived in California. My dad was in the Navy. That's where I learned how to talk So when I started the first grade in Thibodaux, Louisiana, everybody was Cajun. They had a Cajun accent, but I didn't. And then probably had a little bit to get used to, but I got used to it. I picked up an accent, but not a real strong one. And then the deal is I talk to people from all over the country all day long, and that kind of has an effect on the way I talk, I would say, without a doubt. Okay, so anyway, I left off in the red beans. So you could get red beans. Back in the day, if you were from here and you moved away, the only way you could get red beans was to come get them yourself or get one of your relatives to ship them to you. But now you could just get on Amazon and have it shipped to you. Hey, look, back about 19, 20 months ago, I bought a couple Note 10 Pluses. And I needed to get some cases for it. So I looked on Amazon. They had this Zizo Bolt series, whatever. And I was like, what is that? But I looked at it, thought it was cool, bought it, and it worked. So I got a red one. I got a red one and a black one, but it does the trick. It kept my phone safe, and it was a great case. So for $17, that's a good deal. That worked out for me. I'm pretty happy about it. Hey, look, I got a friend that's got a Ninja air fryer, and he said that he really likes it. He ran a restaurant for many years, and he knows about preparing food for somebody, and he knows what a good item is and what's not, right? So he said he likes it. So that's all I need. So it's a good item, and when you're finished with it, you could kick it up against the back wall, backsplash, and it's out the way, because we always need extra we need kitchen space, counter space. We need that. Most people will admit to you that they don't have enough. They would like more, but you can't make your kitchen any bigger. It costs a lot of money to make your kitchen bigger. So unfortunately, a lot of people have that problem. I would much rather try to see if you can keep the appliance on the counter, because if it stays on the counter, guess what? You're going to use it a lot. But if you go pick it up in the garage, you're not. So this is an item that could hang around your kitchen counter and stay there. So that's a good deal. Hey, look, earlier I had this generator on the carousel, and I didn't know all the details on it. So sorry about that. The thing is, I spent 45 years in the food business, so I didn't spend much time on the non-food part. So little by little, as I spend time on Amazon, I'm going to learn more and more about the products that are available. So I'll be able to answer the questions next go around, I guess, hopefully. Okay. The batteries always become the situation. Anytime you start talking about the hurricanes, the first thing that comes to mind is the batteries. Do you have batteries if the lights go out? A generator would definitely help you. Don't get me wrong, but it's always good to have some batteries for flashlights and stuff. So whether you need C's, D's, AA's, AAA's, or 9 volts, Amazon has some competitively priced alkaline batteries. So now's a good time. Check the inventory. If you need some batteries, get them now before, if we end up with some storms. Hey, it doesn't have to be a hurricane. It could be just bad weather. There's a lot of bad weather that's not called a hurricane and not called a tornado that cause problems. So anyway, check it out. When I first got started with the Amazon Live on May 1st, one of the first things I just happened to find this Igloo ice maker. I put it in the carousel, not thinking much about it, thinking that that'd be great if I could sell one or two or whatever. But I was really surprised. I'm selling quite a few of these. And it's not just the Igloo, it's other items. Because sometimes people say, well, I don't necessarily need 33 pounds of ice a day. I could go for one of the smaller units, like maybe a Frigidaire that's, I don't know, 103, 105, 107, whatever it is. So you can sell some, buy some of those. So that's been working out pretty good. So many people have been, well, in my case, I don't know what it is for other live streamers, but I've been doing pretty good with weed eaters. Unbelievable. It's like everybody's grass is growing crazy. Selling a lot of weed eaters, selling a lot of portable air conditions, selling air fryers. So some of the new things that are out there, they're doing well, and some of the old things that we need every year, that's doing okay too. Hey, look, I got the water filters. Hey, look, when you're looking for a water filter, you go to the store, and there's a good chance that the one you need is the one they don't have. But you can go on Amazon, put it in, type your model number in there, and there's a good chance that you might find exactly what you're looking for on Amazon, and then you can order it that way. And don't go through the stress of trying to find it, because sometimes you can't find it. Now, as far as the HP printers, I put the printers in there because no matter what kind of business you run, or even if you don't run a business, everybody needs a printer. Back in the day, 30, 40 years ago, it was a luxury to have a printer or a copier at your house. But now, many people have it at their house, and it's pretty affordable. The printers and the copiers used to be real expensive, but this is $179 to have an HP OfficeJet in your house. That's good. And you need the cartridges. Where are they? Yeah, I just went ahead and put some cartridges in. First it said it wanted yellow, then it wanted magenta, and then the next day it said it needed I guess that's cyan. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Okay. So all three of them ran out all at the same time. So I'm in business. So now I'm okay for a little while, but sooner or later, I'm going to need to reload to be ready. You don't want to run out of the toner, because usually it's when you need to definitely print something. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. You don't have to go to the store and wonder if the one you need is the one they have. You don't have to worry about that. Just go to Amazon, put your numbers in there, and see what the deal is. Hey, I went ahead and put this drill in, the DeWalt drill, because it's a good Father's Day gift, a real good Father's Day gift. So I threw that in there. Hey, look, the air conditioning's running every day. In the majority of the country, I would say the air conditions are running every day, and the air filters get dirty real quick. You need to clean the air filter. If you don't clean the air filter, it puts a strain on the AC, and the last thing you want is your AC to break down during the middle of the summer. Because usually what happens is they break down on the hottest day of the year, and then everybody needs their air condition fixed at the same time, and then you end up with no air condition for a while. You don't want that to happen. So the good thing is either to clean the air condition filter you have, or get another one. And all you got to do is put the measurements on Amazon and find out what's available, and you could have it delivered to your door. You don't have to go through the stress of wondering if they have it at the local store. That's about as easy as it gets. Hey, I put the Alexa smart light bulbs in there. Hey, that makes a great Father's Day gift, because you could give it to your father and you could show him how smart you are, because he probably doesn't know about these bulbs. I don't know much about the bulbs. I know that you can make the bulb go from green to yellow or something like that, or red, green, or whatever. Maybe it's a whole bunch of different colors. I don't know. But the deal is for $32.99, that's $8 a bulb. That's a good way to jump into the smart bulb business. And then once you play around with a few of them and you learn how to do it, you may want more bulbs. So anyway, it's a good gift, I would say. All right. Everybody needs, it seems like everybody needs that computer now. So the laptop. So there's two laptops, it's either an HP or it's an Apple. So I just save you a little time. I'll put the HP in there. That's the Envy at $14.79. You can find all kinds of other ones that are much more affordable. And then I'll put the Apple MacBook. That's $24.99. That's an expensive one. But if you want something a little more affordable, they got a whole bunch of different choices. So you click anything that's in the carousel, and it'll bring you to the section where there's a whole bunch of things to choose from. I had a friend that lent me his power washer, and I was able to turn my sidewalk from a pretty not a good looking sidewalk to one that looks okay. I can't bring it. I can't fix the cracks or anything, but I sure can make it look a lot better than it did. So it worked out good. So this is a Sun Joe at 159. It's 20% off. 159 is a decent price for a power washer. Of course, they got some that are even stronger, so it depends on what you want, of course. But this one's 159, so it's affordable, and you could find other ones. Hey, by the way, look, it's got 33,000 reviews. So there's a whole bunch of people that have this one. A few days ago, I was looking into some fishing equipment. And I wanted to put a little fishing section in my store, in my virtual store, my Amazon store. So I'll put some fillet knives, put some fishing lines, a few different things. And then I saw this kayak, and I'm thinking, wow. Now, we got pirogues in South Louisiana. That's what we have. But they got kayaks here. And I said, it looks pretty good. Why not? Let me put it in the carousel. Little did I know, I sold a few. In fact, they're doing pretty well. I can't get over it. Just because I put it in the carousel, and it made all the difference in the world. Am I a kayak expert? No, I'm not a kayak expert. But I just thought it would do okay, and it did. So I'll put the kayak there. I ran into this portable air conditioner. Move up my chair here. This portable air conditioner. It's a winter. Yeah, the portable air conditioner is pretty good because you could put it in any window you want. It's not like the AC where you got it sticking out and it's real heavy, and it's a strain on the window. This is easy. You put the bracket or whatever in the window, and you put the hose sticking out, and that's all you do, and it's pretty easy. You don't have to be real strong to carry it, So it's easy for a lot of people to deal with. Look, that's got 5,000. What is it? Let's see, 5,283 reviews, and it's like a 4.2, 4.3 at 5.25, and it's 14,000 BTUs. So it's a pretty strong unit. So you got that one, but when I put that one in, I noticed that I sold a few Black & Deckers that had like 8,000 BTUs. And I also sold a few that had heating and cooling. So that's something to consider if you want heating and cooling. Then that makes it very useful all year long. So you got the heating and cooling one that you could check out. And you got the one that's much more affordable. You can check that out. Or you could go with the winter that's on deal now at 5.25. So you can check it out. Just hit it, just click it in the carousel. It's going to send you to the other sections, and you'll see all the other stuff that's out there. Here's the Black & Decker one. And then I found a dehumidifier. I was just looking for different things, just different ideas of things that maybe some of you might be interested in. So I'll put the dehumidifier. It takes care of a 2,000 square foot house. That's pretty big. So it's $144. It's 15% off. Anyway, I put it in there. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow I'll see that I sold one. Oh, here's the fishing fillet knives that I was talking about. You got the Bubba fillet knives at $87.51. You got 4 knives with an interchangeable grip. So if you catch a bunch of fish, you'll be in business with this. This makes a great gift. If you're looking for an electric knife, they have one that I saw that was approximately $120, and that would make a good gift. Some people like to fillet fish with an electric knife, and some like to do it with the old-fashioned regular knife. Just depends. And then the next thing I have in here is a fish scale. The fish scale that I used when I used to go fishing way back in the day was not exactly that accurate. Man, I would have loved to have had that back in the day when I was a kid. Scales are so much more accurate than what they used to be. So they made a lot of progress as far as that's concerned. That'd make another gift, another little gift for Father's Day, I would say. And then here's that weed eater that I was telling you about. This is the one that's rocking and rolling at $105. In fact, most of them sold at $105.64. That's 19% off. That's the one. I didn't know when I went into this. I'm thinking, well, you're going to sell Black & Decker. That's it. Well, I got I found out real quick that it wasn't Black & Decker in my case. It was Works, WRX Works, WG163 GT 3.0. That's rocking. Hey, I'm just thinking about different things. What can you be using? Hey, you might need a new lawnmower. Every time I start my lawnmower, I kind of wonder, is it going to start? Is it going to start? Is it going to start? Is this the last time I ever use it? I'm always wondering that. So when you get it started, hey, you know, sometimes it don't start the first time and you got to pull it a few times and it finally starts. And then you say to yourself, wow, good. I don't need to buy a lawnmower. But one day you do. And if you do, you can check out some of the lawnmowers that Amazon has. Last time you bought a lawnmower, you might not have bought it from Amazon, but now you could use that as an option. So this one's $259. It's a small mower, but it's gas powered. And I found this. I thought this was interesting. This is a Gorilla Cart. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it holds 60 pounds. 60 pounds. Not 60. 600 pounds. That's a lot of pounds. Wow, you could stack 2 defensive ends in there. That's a lot of weight. Yeah, so this is $99.99. It's got 8,463 reviews, so that's not too bad. Hey, I showed my wife, I said, hey, what about furniture? I'm going to let her pick it. I'm not the furniture picker. Which one do you think I ought to put in there? She knows better than I. Anyway, she picked this particular set. She said, this is a real good set. This is something that people would like. I said, okay, all right, I'll put it. So I did. So that's the one. But you could click that in the carousel, and it'll bring you to all the other furniture, and you'll see what you like. There's so many things to choose from. I can't really figure it out. I could just give you a suggestion. Since it is summertime and we got a lot of summer left, and we do spend a lot of time outside, this might be a great time to buy a furniture set. And it might not have to be $1,170. It might be $699, $799, $599. Could be that. But anyway, just click it. You'll see stuff. You'll see other stuff. Hey, I saw this. I thought that was something. The little giant ladder. That's something good to have. I'd like to know who put that at my house. I'd like to know who put that smoke detector right at the middle of the staircase. Man, I got to have 7-foot arms to reach the smoke detector. It ain't a picnic trying to get to the smoke detector. You can't imagine how I get to it, but I get to it some kind of way. But anyway, having a little giant, that's probably not a bad thing to have. It could get you to where you can't get to. And I saw this little Works. Hey, look, hey, everybody, it seems like everybody likes that weed eater from Works. So I saw another item while I was looking around. I saw this little chainsaw. It's not as intimidating as the big long ones. So that seems like that's something that would be pretty cool to have. Because most of the time when you're cutting branches, they're not that big. So this would probably do the trick. So that's only $89. So I'll put that in the carousel. Who knows? I might sell a few tomorrow. It's possible. I've been talking about this 50-foot hose for the last 2 weeks, and I figured I'd up my game a little bit. I found a 100-foot hose. That's almost the same price. 3,946 reviews. It looks like it's got about a 4.2, 4.3 star rating. Anyway, I always talk about the hose that I have. I have one of those old hoses that's heavy duty, but it's heavy. It's 100 feet long, and then when they get old, they start to tangle, and then the water stops. And then you got to go untangle it. It's a pain. It's definitely a pain. So maybe one of these lightweight hoses are in my future, in my near future. So anyway, that's one. But there's a whole bunch to choose from, without a doubt. Hey, I found this other one, too, that's pretty popular. The Flexzilla garden hose, $69.98. Anyway, that's the deal. It's a popular item. I'm just reporting what I see. This particular hose, 5,470 reviews. That's pretty good for a hose. So anyway, I put that there. That's what I have. And what I'll do here, I'll check back. Let me look on. I'm going to go to. I'm going to go to Amazon. Let's see. Amazon bestsellers. Amazon bestsellers. Oh, there's my. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and share it now. I found it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and share it so that you can see what I'm seeing. Sometimes I forget to do it and you don't know what I'm doing. All right. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. That's that. Let's see. Let me see. It's got 600-pound capacity. So if you get 2 defensive ends at 300 pounds apiece, that's a lot of weight in there. And that's what it says it takes. It takes. I'm going to go ahead and enlarge it here. It holds 600 pounds. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, I was going to go ahead and check bestsellers in a department. I tell you what, before I do that, let me go ahead and wait, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and take a 2-minute break. I'm going to go check on my son, see if he needs anything, and I'll be right back. 2 minutes. See you in 2 minutes. Yep, I'm back. Okay, let's see. I was going to go ahead and check into the grocery section like I usually do. I usually go into snacks, and I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to go into a different, I'm going to go into fruit snacks. Fruit snacks is definitely a popular category, and it leads off with the number one snack, and that's Welch's. And I don't know about you, when I grew up, all I could ever think about was Welch's grape juice. But so if you're thinking about grape juice, then at least you're thinking about some kind of fruit snack. Definitely works. So anyway, that's number one. That's number one in the fruit snack category. That's a great item. Every time I get a hold of one, I knock it out pretty quick. I look forward to it. And then Mott's has it too. They have fruit snacks at number 2. I've eaten them before. I just don't remember. I don't remember. I'm sure I did. I've gone to so many different food shows and got so many different samples from so many different manufacturers. I've probably tried it already. I just don't remember, but I'm going to try them soon. I'll let you know when I try them. But I love the Kellogg's one. I love the Welch's one. There's no reason I wouldn't like the Mott's one. And here's the Bear Real Fruit Snack Roll, gluten-free. That's at number 3. Look, it didn't get to number 3 by itself. It's got to be pretty good. No sugar, no added sugar, 100% natural. Yeah. So that's at number 3. That's impressive. It's good. And then Annie's. Annie's has fruit snacks too, little bunnies. And that's another one. I may have tried it in the past. I don't remember. This is certified organic too. There you go, at number 4. And then you got the Welch's, another Welch's fruit snack. Yep. Yeah, I pretty much like anything they come out with. Yep. So that's at number. Is that number 5? Yeah. And then Welch's at number 6. Kellogg's at number 7. I love this one. I love the blueberry. The blueberry one's the best one. And then the other berry, the other berry's good. The strawberry is my least favorite one. But I definitely love the blueberry. Definitely. Positively. So Kellogg's. Kellogg's is just not known for Frosted Flakes. Fruit snacks too. And here's Scooby-Doo at number 8. And Scooby-Doo, I guess it's Scooby-Doo fruit snacks. Scooby Snacks, 20 pouches. Yep. Yep, fruit snacks. Okay. Yep, I haven't tried Scooby-Doo fruit snacks, but I'm sure they're pretty good. Mama Chia Organic Vitality Squeeze Snack. All right, that's at number 9. You got Brothers All Natural Fruit Crisp. Okay, that's at number 10. Yum Earth Organic at number 11. M-Berry Miracle Berry Tablets at number 12. Okay. Fruit Tape, Annie's Fruit Tape. Okay, that's at number 13. The Bear Baked Crunchy Apple Fruit Snacks. I'm sure that's good at number 14. Solely Organic Banana Fruit Jerky at number 15. Yum Earth Organic Vegan Tropical Fruit Snacks at number 16. Yeah. See, it gets, after a while, you start like, you run into a few snacks that you never heard of. These are some mango slices at 17. Here's Welch's again. Good old Welch's. And then the Betty Crocker Fruit Gushers at number 19. Brothers All Natural Fruit Crisp Variety Pack at number 20. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we probably got some Fusion Select Jelly Fruit Snacks. Okay, that's something different. Gin Fruit Jelly Filled Strip, number 22. Brothers All Natural Fruit Crisp. Yeah, a lot of things that... Okay, Pumpkin Tree Paw Patrol Bowl Blueberry Organic Mixed Fruit Squeeze Pouch at 24. And I'm going to round it down to number 25. Yum Earth Gluten-Free Gummy Bears Assorted. Okay, but you see the race in the front. You can see it clearly. All the big dogs are in the front. Welch's, Mott's, Annie's, Welch's, and Kellogg's, and Scooby Snacks. Yeah, those are the big dogs right up front. That's where they're at. Hey, let me check on cookies. I'm gonna jump over to cookies. Let's go to cookies. All right. Well, you can't go wrong with this one. On the cookie side, look at this: Oreo, Chips Ahoy, and Nutter Butter peanut butter sandwich cookie. Wow. This is good. If you like peanut butter cookies, you definitely love Nutter Butters. And then Chips Ahoy has so many different candy options, so many different co-branding type situations that they got themselves into. And it just adds value to the cookie. So Chips Ahoy has a whole bunch of options. And then Oreo, the same thing. They've done all kinds of crazy things. So tons and tons of innovation and good old Nutter Butter. So that's some good eating. And yeah, I want to see keep the 2 cookies, right? Just keep it to 2. Yeah, right. I think you're gonna open a few packs. Here's the Milano double dark chocolate. That's a great cookie. It's fancy. It's a fancy cookie, but it's good. It says it's what? Distinctive cookie. All right, I agree. It's great. Look. That's good. Twice as much chocolate, rich dark chocolate. Hey, that's good. Let me see. Let me see what they got. Oh, that looks good. Yeah. There we go. There we go. 3's better. Hey, 3's better than 1, right? Okay. All right. Let's see if I can play this. Let me play this. I don't know. It can't be more than 30 seconds. I don't think. Let's see what it is. I don't know. Let's see. That looks good. That'll work. It must be almost finished. Let's see. Yeah, that's all. I figured that. It's not too long. So let me go ahead and cut that out. Okay, Milano. In other words, the Milano cookie's pretty good. I like it. Confetti or no confetti. And don't forget about Grandma. Grandma's at number 3. It's a good cookie. Good tasting cookie. It's available all over the place. You can have it delivered to you by Amazon. And then Lenny and Larry, it's doing really well. 16 grams of protein and 10 grams of fiber. It's a healthy cookie. Yeah, it's the complete cookie. That's what Lenny and Larry say. So it's pretty good at number 4. Then you got a keto play at number 5. You see how I look up the coffee and the coffee's popping up over here. Dunkaroos at number 6. Catalina Crunch. It's a keto play at number 7. Number 8. Yeah, they got the Chips Ahoy and the Oreo and the Nutter Butter. They got all kinds of combinations. But I like that first one. This is the combination I like right here. This one, not as much. That's me. Everybody's different. Look at that double stuff. When I was a kid, they didn't have no double stuff and triple stuff. They just had regular stuff. So a lot of things to choose from as time went by. Here's the keto, another keto play at number 10. And you've seen these all your life. Yeah, these cookies at number 11 and 12. Then Oreo cookies. You got a mixture right here. It's pretty good. Oreo, Ritz Bits, mini chips. Hey, these are all little itty bitty cookies. Yeah, all the bites, all the little stuff. It just means that we're going to eat more cookies. That's all. If they're little cookies. Belvita is pretty good. That's the blueberry. I've had that. That's great. Fiber One. I love the line. Anything that's going to have a lot of fiber is a good thing since I don't eat too many vegetables. And this one looks good. Wow, look at that. Who wouldn't want that? I'll take them all. They work for me. That's great. Let me see. Let's see this little video while we're at it. It's looking good. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's good. Yep. All right. Yep. It won't be long. They're gonna be gone. I saw that coming. I don't know which one you take last, but the first one's as good as the last one. Okay, that's it. Yeah, that was a cool video. Yeah, that was worth checking out. All right, let's go. Then we go to Pepperidge Farm Milano Dark Chocolate. Yeah, that's good. We already saw that further up there. The keto wafers. Hey, they got the Oreo Thins. That's a good cookie. That's all Oreo. That's good. I love that one. And this is Hunks Organic Oatmeal Dark Chocolate, number 20. Girl Scout Thin Mints. That's good. At number 21. Keto Brownie Bites, number 22. Chocolate chip cookies, Amazon brand. Hey, private labels come a long way. The private label show is always in Chicago at the Rosemont. It's in November, and it's cold over there. I never went, and it was warm. It's always cold. That's where the private label shows are always at. But these are the Amazon chocolate chip cookies. Enjoy Life soft baked cookies variety pack. That's at number 24. And it says dairy free. Oh, look, Brian. It's soy free, dairy free, non-GMO, gluten free. It's checking all the boxes. And then you got Tate's. Tate's been coming on kind of strong lately. At 25, then you have Pocky. Strawberry cream covered biscuit sticks. Okay, all right. Hey, that's a good mixture. Ritz crackers, Thin Mints, and some Oreo, Chips Ahoy, and Nutter Butter. All right, that's an all-star lineup here. Then you got the Newtons at number 28. Man, I love Fig Newtons. Then you got the Lotus Biscoff, European biscuit cookies. Okay. Chips Ahoy at number 30. Walker's at number 31. That's their shortbread. Celebrate Dads. David's Cookie Father's Day. 1 pound assorted. Let me look at this. See if it's. Oh, they got a little video. Let me look at the little video. Let's see. Let's check it out. Yeah, looks good to me. Yep. Look, that works. Okay. Hey, so I'll see the little video. See, it's good if you're trying to sell something on it, Amazon. It's nice to have a little video with it. Looks good. Yeah, looks good. All right, let's see. We got those cookies. What was that? Yeah, David's cookies. Then we're at Oreo. All this is Oreo. Handy. Yeah, Oreo, Ritz, premium. Then you got Honey Maid, Ritz, and Oreo at 34. You got another combination at 35. You got the original Cake Bites by Cookies United. Grab and go, bite-sized snack. All right, 36. Then you got Daleman's Stroop Waffles. That's pretty good. That's good stuff. 37. You Keto Play at number 38. You got those Godiva cookies. Check this out. Yeah, that looks good. Chocolate and a wafer. That looks good. I don't know about you. Yep, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. That does the trick. Yeah, Godiva. Okay, you passed the test. That's great. And what about this? What's here? Oh, Walker's shortbread. Let's see what they got here. Yeah. Okay, they got a little video too. Yeah, Walker shortbread. That's a good cookie. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. That's a good way to eat cookies. Portion control. If you could control yourself, if you could eat one pack, that's a good thing. But I can't. I usually can't. I'm going to go for another pack. Here you go. Nan. Let me see. Nairn's gluten-free oat grams chocolate chip. Okay, that's at number 41. You got Enjoy Life chewy bars, caramel apple nut-free bar, soy-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, gluten-free. It's checking all the boxes for sure. Here's some Oreo cookies. Is that regular ones? Yeah. Oreo cookies at 43. Glutino at number 44. And what is this? Hu Keto Snacks. Okay, I knew that. Gluten-free, grain-free, dairy-free. Yep, it's got checking all the boxes. Lenny and Larry. You see, Lenny and Larry's got all kinds of stuff. Look, let's check this out. 46. Yeah, the complete cookie. Okay. The complete cookie. Where's the name of it? Okay, there's a birthday cake. Double chocolate. Lemon poppy. White chocolate macadamia. Peanut butter. Oatmeal raisin. Snickerdoodle and chocolate chip. Yeah, these cookies have a lot of protein and have a lot of fiber. I can tell you, they do. I always say buy the variety pack, find out what you like the best, and then back up the truck on the one you like. Wonder Slim, high protein wafers, Nabisco cookie variety. That's a good variety. What is it? Biscolata Nirvana rolled wafer snacks with premium chocolate cream filled hazelnut. That looks good. That should be really good. And then Biscoff cookies original single packs. That should be good. Okay, that's 50. All right, here we're gonna go ahead and cover the back 50 on the cookies in the cookie section. Yep. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, you got these little at 51. You got them in a cup. Okay. So you got 6 different deals there. That's at number 57. 51. No, I'm sorry. 51. What I'm saying. 30 packs. Chips Ahoy and Oreo cookies. Can't go wrong there. Belvita at number 53. This is banana bread flavor. Let's see. Yeah, they got a little video. Let's check that out.
Belvita breakfast biscuits provide steady morning energy, whether you play it cool
How's it going?
or don't play it cool.
You're attractive. I didn't mean to come on, so I wasn't coming on to you. I actually have a boyfriend.
Belvita, because we can all use steady morning energy.
All right. There we go. Yeah, I knew it had a video. I knew they had to have a video. I had to check it out. All right, there we go. Belvita. Then we're at Walker's. That's the one you got a pack of 4. Yep, you got to be careful. Biscolata mini dark chocolate wafer bars. That looks good. The Monk Pack protein cookie. Oh, that's kind of like Lenny and Larry's. 16 grams of protein, just like Lenny and Larry's. I don't see the fiber, though. I don't know. Let's see if the fiber's there. 16 grams of protein, gluten-free, plant-based, gluten-free, vegan. I don't know if it. Dun, 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 looking for nutrition. No gluten, no dairy, or egg. Okay. And let me see if I can see. And the cookie dietary fiber has 6 grams per cookie. Well, that's not too bad. That's okay. That's all right. All right. You got Oreo, Nutter Butter, and Chips Ahoy. That's a good combination there. Granny Bella's Artisan Biscotti Food Gifts. Looks good to me. Let's see. Let's blow it up. Let's look. Oh, yeah. The biscotti. All right. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That works. All right. Let's see. We're going on. Moving on. Most wished for. You see grandma's wished for. And then that number 1, that definitely was wished for. The smartest cookie. That's something. Tate's. You got Simply Made Keebler at 61. Girl Scout Caramel Delights cookies. Samoas. Yeah, that's what it is. Let's check this out. Da, da, da. Yeah, that's a good cookie. Yeah, from what I understand, watching Food Factory USA, they make this cookie, I think it's in Kentucky. So there's like one plant that does some of the cookies, and there's another plant that does other cookies. So there's kind of like 2 plants making all the Girl Scout cookies. And that's a lot of cookies, by the way. You got the Amazon brand graham crackers. And you got Belvita. Which one this is? Oh, that's sugar. That's cinnamon brown sugar. And then you have, is it the Tate's? Yeah. Tate's Bake Shop Cookies Variety Pack. That's at 65. Then you got the Oreo setup. Yeah. And Grandma's at 67. And you got Vanilla Wafers at 68. Hold on just 1 second there. All right, I'm back. 67, 68. Okay. And then you got Locker blueberry yogurt wafer cookies. Okay, that should be good. At number 69. Belvita sandwiches at 70. That's peanut butter. Yeah, that's going to work. Celebration Cup pre-filled communion cups. All right, you got that in there. Lenny and Larry at number 72. Complete crunchy cookies, chocolate chip, pack of 12. Nature Valley biscuits at 73. Then you got some more Amazon private label graham crackers, 74. Oh, fortune cookies. Yeah, I love them fortune cookies. I got a fortune cookie during the weekend when I went to eat at the Island View Casino Resort. I ate some shrimp, I ate some catfish, and I ate some gelato, and I had me a cookie. And the fortune was a pretty good fortune. I saved it. It was good. Walker Shortbread Fingers, number 76. Belvita at 77. Cinnamon brown sugar. And then the keto cookies, the mini cookies at 78. 79 is Quest bars right here. I don't even have to look anymore. 21 grams of protein and usually 14 or 15 grams of fiber. That's a great way to start the day. You only need a couple. You eat 2 of those, you don't need no more fiber. You're all done for the day. Here's the keto cookie at number 80. You got a multi-pack at 81. You got more Girl Scout cookies? Is that more? Is that more? Or did I? Yeah, that's more. Okay, let's see. I thought I was going over the same territory, but apparently not. Okay, Caramel Delights. Yeah, that's right up my alley. That works for me. Yep, Caramel Delights at 82. Rip Van Waffles. That's good at 83. McVitie's Digestives. What? What is that? Pack of 3. That's at 84. And you got Oreo, Ritz, and Chips Ahoy at 85. What we got here? Dahlman's Stroop Waffles. You see? Yeah, 3-pack assortment. Caramel, honey. That works. There's a Nabisco packet at 87. 88 has what? What is that? Let's see. You got Hello Panda chocolate. Oh, looks good to me. Made in the USA. At first, I thought it might have been made somewhere else, but yeah, looks all right. Okay, all right. And then what's this? Walker's Shortbread at 89. Boloco. You got Lady Fingers at number 90. My wife always makes some kind of cake with Lady Fingers all the time. This is Pocky Biscuit Stick 5 flavor variety pack. True, that's at 91. True Vine at 92. Girl Scout Do-Si-Do's cookies. I guess anybody that buys Girl Scout cookies knows all about that. I know about it just because I got to see, like I said, on Food Factory USA. You could see it on YouTube. Look it up. You can see them making some Do-Si-Do's. Keebler Fudge Stripes. Yeah, Stripes at 94. What we got here? Tate's Bake Shop at 95. Pepperidge Farm Chessman Mini Butter Cookies. Oh, I'm sure that's good. 96. More Girl Scout cookies, Thin Mints at 97. Tim Tam, original value pack at 98. We're almost finished. Here we go. This is Back to Nature cookies, non-GMO chocolate chunk. That should work. And then Nutter Butter, peanut butter sandwich cookie at number 100. Okay, that's the cookies. All right, let's see. I'm gonna come back here. All right, I'm back there. Got the cookies there. Let me check to see if I'm still alive. I'm returning to the live stream. Yep. All right. I'm returning to the live stream. Okay. So I'm going to, let's see. Yeah. So I'm just going to go through the carousel real quick. You got the American flag at $30. Yeah. It was, let's see. 30. Yeah. That's the first one. Got the Traeger grill at $7.99, and you could get the wood pellets at the same time. Yeah, and if you're lucky enough to have some natural gas at your house, you could hook it up to a Weber like this. 5-star rating, that works. If you need to be portable and you want to go all over the place in parks, beaches, friend's house, and stuff like that, this one at $2.19. This was one of the most popular ones. on the Amazon site. That was ranked number 1. Here's a coffee machine that does the grinding of the beans. That's at $2.99. That's a great coffee maker because that's what I have. It works out good. Then you got Community Coffee, the state coffee. That's a pretty good coffee. It can be shipped all over the country, and that works. It's a great price. 2 32-ounce coffees for $23.96. And then French Market Coffee at $30.18. That's the Riley Company out of New Orleans that owns that. Okay, hold on just 1 second. I'm going to take a 2-minute break. I'll be right back. Y'all take care. I'll see you in a little bit. Yep, I'm back. I'm gonna recap through the carousel real quick. I went ahead with the French Market Coffee. That's it's been around for 125 years. It's roasted in Louisiana. Coffee's been around for a long time, and there's a lot of long-time users for sure. And even many restaurants in New Orleans use French Market Coffee. Camellia brand red beans. That's the red beans. If we're not making gumbo and we're not making jambalaya, we might be making red beans. That's the red beans that everybody uses down here. Hey, look, I got 2 cases way back in the day at Amazon. I got some Zizo case, and I'm like, what is Zizo? I don't know. But I bought the cases. They work pretty good. I got a red one and a black one for a Note 10 Plus. Yeah, that worked out good. Then I got the Ninja air fryer in here. I was told that's a real good fryer from a guy that runs restaurants. He said it works good. That's all he's got to tell me. He knows how to cook food. So, I mean, that's the main thing. Anyway, that's 4.5 stars. And then when you're finished with it, you could stand it up and kick it to the back of the backsplash. So you can keep it on your countertop. Save some counter space. Hey, the appliances that we use are the ones that stay on our countertop. If you got to go put it in the garage, you might not use it as much. So it's good when you could use it. And this generator, it's good to have, when you end up in your if you end up with an outage for any number of reasons. Shall I say hurricane? Man, if you live down here, that's all you're hearing about all day long, 24/7. Hurricane, 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 hurricane season, hurricane season, hurricane season. Get ready for the hurricane, that kind of deal. Well, anyway, by now you ought to know that, yep, you always have that possibility of losing electricity. The last storm that hit the U.S., hit Gulfport, where I live, we lost electricity for 50 hours. Mississippi Mississippi Power and Light did a good job of getting us back in business. We got our lights back 50 hours later. And electric companies from all over the country came in and helped us. You know, we had like what they call a natural disaster, and we got help. It always happens. I see it all the time. You got the guys on the East Coast heading to Texas when Texas have a problem. You got the guys from Texas and Louisiana heading to Florida when they got a problem. Everybody helps everybody during natural disasters. That's what happens. But anyway, Mississippi Power and Light did a good job. We got our power back in 50 hours. They didn't get us a new roof, but they got our power back. Now's a good time to check your battery inventory. I just needed one for my mouse. The mouse was aggravating me. I kept on, you spin the batteries, you take the batteries, you put them back in, they start working for an hour or two, and then they die again. You know the routine. So I had my batteries. I'm in good shape with batteries, but that's a good thing to check right now. Whether you need C, D, AA, AAA, or 9-volt, that's a good thing. And remember, the 9 volts are good for the rate for the smoke detectors. My smoke detector is in the most awkward place. I got to have a 6-foot arm to get to the smoke detector so I can change the battery. That's not a good thing. Hey, I put the Igloo ice making machine there. It makes 33 pounds of ice a day. That's good to have if you got company during the summer this summer. Everybody's going to be visiting everybody because they didn't get to do that last year. So you won't have to leave because you got an ice maker making ice for everybody. So when you got a big crowd, you got a lot of ice. That's a good thing to have. So if it's not an Igloo, it could be anything else. There's a whole bunch of stuff. You even got that GE Profile, the one that makes the Sonic ice. You got that in here if you want. That's a good thing. Hey, I got the water filters. Hey, check your water filter. You need one? Check it. Just click it. Go to your water filter section. Hey, you need toner for your printer? Just find out which one you have. Look, that's what I got. I got mine. All of them went out at the same time. All of them. Great timing. All three. Got that taken care of. Next time I need it, just put it in the Amazon. Look it up. See what you need. And when you're ready to pull the trigger, you're ready. So whether it's a printer or it's the toner cartridge, that's it. Hey, I put the drill in just as a reminder. Hey, Father's Day's coming around. That's a good thing. That's a thing you could use. And then the air condition filter, you got to change that. So if you need a new filter, just look it up on Amazon. It's much easier to do that than get stressed out when you can't find it at the store that you go to. What about the smart bulbs? Smart bulbs would work good for a Father's Day gift. Then you can show them that you know how to use them, how to set them up and program them. Once they start with some, they might keep on wanting more. Many uses, many uses. Hey, I put the HP in if you need an HP. Just click it, go check it out. I put an Apple. Hey, the Apple book, the MacBook, man, that'd be good to have. But if you don't want to spend that much money, you can find some less expensive ones. Just click that, and then you'll go out in the Apple section. If you need to clean your sidewalk or your side of your house, try to knock the mold off something, hey, this is the perfect thing. $159, put it in the carousel. Hey, if you want to go out in a kayak, man, I never thought that when I put this in that kayak sales would happen on my place. I didn't know that was going to happen, and it did. And what about the winter air conditioned portable? Hey, that's 14,000 BTUs. You could go from room to room to room. And if your air conditioned, your AC central unit goes out, you always got a backup. Or what about if you have one that sticks out the window? You still have a backup. Backup goes anywhere you need it. I got a Black & Decker here. There's one of them that you get heating and cooling. You ought to check that out. That should be interest. Some people have bought one. And then a dehumidifier. Here's one. I don't know if I need one here, but certain parts of the country you do. And I got the Bubba fish fillet set. Yeah, you could fillet the fish. You got 4 knives with an interchangeable handle. $88 makes a great gift. If you want an electric knife, you could get one too. $120. It's about $120. Just click the Bubba thing and you'll see the other Bubba knives that there are. Here's the fish scale, digital scale. I wish I had that when I was a kid. I'd have fun with that. Scales are much better than they used to be. And this is the weed eater that I'm selling, even though I spent my whole life dealing with food and beverage, 45 years in it. Food and beverage. That's all. That's a good industry to be in because you got to eat, just like they always say. That's what everybody says. You got to eat. If you're in computer hardware, you can't eat the computer hardware. And guess what? You have meetings where you eat food too. Everybody has to go to food sooner or later during the course of the day. As soon as I get up, I'm always thinking about eating. Hey, but the works is really kicking tail. It's really selling well. Hey, I decided to put a lawnmower in there. Every time I start my lawnmower, I'm always wondering, is it going to start? Is it going to start? Is it going to start? Can I fix it? Can I fix it? Can I fix it? And one day I won't be able to fix it. And then I'll have to get another lawnmower. Well, anyway, I put a gas-powered one in here. Here's that Gorilla cart. I didn't even know they had a Gorilla cart, but apparently they do. You can put 600 pounds in that cart. That's a lot. I asked my wife, what about furniture, patio furniture? What do you like? This is what she came up with. But it doesn't matter. Click it in the carousel, and you're going to find a whole bunch of other furniture, and you might like some that are $5.99, $6.99. But anyway, just click it. Hey, that little giant ladder, that comes in handy. I could use that. I wouldn't mind having that. I'll put that on my wish list, I guess. Here's that little chainsaw. That's a little chainsaw. That might be a good thing to have instead of the big one, right? And because some people don't have that much to cut, you know. If you don't have that much to cut, you don't necessarily need a big one, right? Here's a 100-foot hose. I had a good looking 50-foot hose in there, but you might need a 100-foot. It's lightweight, shouldn't tangle up. Not that it's new. It's supposed to be a good hose. And this hose is a good one too. It's same amount of reviews, and it looks like it's got about a 4.2 rating at $69. But that hose will be around, and I was just able to put a couple watches in. I'm always talking about the Fitbit. Always. It's $249. We're getting close to Father's Day, right around the corner, real soon. $249 is a good price. I've been tracking it since May 1st. The lowest price that I've ever seen was $239, and this is $249. So it's almost the lowest price that I ever saw. So it's a good watch. What about an Apple Watch? You got a Series 5 and a 4 and a 3 and a 6, whatever. This is $319, but click it in the carousel. It's going to bring you to a whole bunch of other watches, and you can pick the one you want. Okay, there we go. I went through all of them. Yep, that's like going through the carousel in 3 minutes. That's basically what I did. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Thanks for hanging in there. Hey, if you like food content, that's what I talk about all the time. If you like food content on live streaming on Amazon, just go ahead and hit the follow button. I can use all the followers I can get. I appreciate you hanging out, and I'll talk to you at a later time. I'm always live. Amazon Live at 5:55 Central Time on the PM side every day. I try to do it every day. I'm doing pretty good because this is I don't know. This is number 36 or 37 in a row. All right, y'all take care. See ya. Get a good night's sleep. See ya. All right, bye.